Good day everyone, I'm Shane Ramirez. We'll be presenting our topic, environmental health risks in the Philippines. Now let's take a closer look at our causal loop diagram. This visual shows how environmental and health-related factors are connected in a repeating cycle, what we call a reinforcing loop, marked here with an R in the center. This means that the situation gets worse over time if no action is taken. Let's go through each part of the loop step by step. First one is greenhouse gas emissions. We begin with greenhouse gas emissions, the gases released into the atmosphere through activities like burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial pollution. These gases trap heat in the Earth's atmosphere, leading to climate change and global warming. Second is children's physical and mental health issues. As emissions rise, climate change worsens. This leads to more extreme heat, polluted air, natural disasters, and food insecurity, all of which severely impact children's health. Physically, children may suffer from asthma, heat stroke, or malnutrition. Mentally, they may experience anxiety, trauma, and depression, especially after disasters like typhoons and displacement. So as greenhouse gas emissions increase, children's health problems also increase. This is a positive relationship in the loop. The third one is children's quality of life. Next, when children's physical and mental health worsen, their overall quality of life decreases. They might miss school, feel unsafe, lack proper nutrition, or live in unhealthy environments. Here, the diagram shows a negative relationship. As health problems increase, quality of life decreases. Fourth, access to healthcare and support. A lower quality of life means greater need for healthcare and support. Children who are unwell need more medical attention, psychological care, and social services. But in many areas of the Philippines, especially poor or rural communities, access to healthcare is already limited. So as children's quality of life decreases, the demand for healthcare increases, a positive relationship. Fifth is back to greenhouse gas emissions. This is where the loop connects again when access to healthcare is strained and resources are focused on emergency response for recovery. There is less capacity to invest in sustainable practices, also more healthcare use, especially in carbon-intensive systems, can ironically contribute to greenhouse gas emissions. So increased strain on healthcare systems can lead to increased emissions, closing the loop and reinforcing the problem. This is what we call a reinforcing loop, a cycle that intensifies over time. More emissions, worse child health, lower quality of life, more healthcare demand, more emissions. It becomes a vicious cycle unless we intervene. How can we break the loop? We can break or weaken the cycle by reducing greenhouse gas emissions through clean energy and green policies, improving healthcare access to build resilience, enhancing child-focused services including education, nutrition, and mental health care, educating communities about climate adaptation and sustainability. By targeting any point in the loop, especially at prevention and early intervention, we can start shifting the system toward a more positive and balanced outcome. Understanding this causal loop helps us see that environmental issues doesn't exist in isolation. They directly affect human well-being. More importantly, it shows that solving climate issues isn't just about saving nature. It's about protecting people, especially our children, from a future full of preventable suffering.